It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Let the postseason begin. We're underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
They're going play action. He's loaded another one up. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. They are throwing it again. Has him on the quick hitter. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
After the sack, another pass on second down. He's on the move. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Here he is on third and long. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They have it first and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. They'll try and punch it in. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Another chance for him. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They go right back to Hall. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They give on second to Hall. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness. Working quickly here.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Jackson now on 3rd. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it's 4th down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Broncos get set to take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They go play action here. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Gets everything he has under this throw. Defender's there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. That's one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. Too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
It is so easy to marvel at the sheer amount of distance he threw that football. But can we also take a step back and marvel about the amount of distance covered by that defender? He had to stick in coverage 50 yards down the field, and that's not just it. It's not even about getting there. Once you get there, you got to make the play. He did it. That is job well done.
They start the drive with Hall. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Slot man motioned over. Third and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And the downhill charge gets there and touches this one right at the 14. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He puts everything behind this one. This is caught inside the 15. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Garindo. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pull that in front further, 13-zip. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. 1st down throw for Jackson. Hall there to haul it in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 13. Catch is made down the right sideline. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers start to fight back with their first points of this game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the gun here. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Offense in the hurry-up here. From the gun, Gurindo. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throw wheeled in by Thomas. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They put a receiver in motion right. Here's 2nd and 5. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Denver. Pass on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now here's Lamar. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. McPherson to add the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to Garindo. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Motioning him from the slot right. Here's 2nd and 7. He sends this one to the end zone. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Pass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. 1st down. Here's Lamar. Finds Laporta. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Laporta with the grab.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Second down now, 7 to go. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Receiver in motion, headed right. Throw on 3rd down. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Lamar throwing again. Buying some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. No pickup on that run, and it leaves them 4 yards out on 3rd and goal. They just get the play off. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Chargers cut into the lead on the last play of the half. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. And some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
Okay, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
All right, here we go. Second down. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Broncos will have it right at the opposing 30 after the interception, and that return on top of it. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt. I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
They'll cobble together a yard there. Stopped by Deion Henley. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking to the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, Broncos.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Garindo. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting a good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They're throwing it. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos push their lead further to start the half. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And it sets up 2nd down. Motioning him from the slot right. Throwing again is Lamar. He's going deep. This one will be intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Broncos return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Now a give to Garindo. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They send a man in motion. They'll go right back to Garindo. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Got a man, it's Thomas. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Broncos with it here, hoping to close out a playoff victory. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to be brought down after running this to the 8. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Garindo. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Here's Garindo again. Has the Denver touchdown. The Broncos make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21.
Chargers 21.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Slot man motioned over. Jackson now on 3rd. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Has it at the 7. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. And again, it's Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Jackson yet again. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Jackson's going to throw again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Quinion Mitchell.